You're listening to Between the Fountains, a Kansas City Royals baseball podcast.
Welcome to Between the Fountains, a special extra innings edition of Between the Fountains. My name is Brian. As you can see, there's no Michael here right now. He's actually on assignment for the podcast, and it's just me. And so I'm just pushing some buttons here, hopefully keeping us recording. That'd be my main goal. But we did have Michael with a segment I like to call Boots on the Ground. Michael went to the game Sunday night, and he did file a report for us, and I'd like to share that with you now.
Okay, Between the Fountains out here at the K on Saturday. The Royals with a big 5-1 win over the Tigers. Bobby Witt Jr. inside the Parker, and Michael Massey 3-run home run. Michael Waka with 2-hit pitching. Great game for the Royals. We'll see if they can sweep it tomorrow. Back to you, Brian.
All right, so our first Boots on the Ground segment. I hope you enjoyed that. So, yes, he did go to the game, and in the first inning, if you recall, Bobby Witt Jr. hit it inside the park. Home run down the right field line. It got by the right fielder. I went all the way to the fence, and he came in with a head-first amazing slide. The next topic here I'd like to share, I don't do this very often as far as what I like to call a tribute to someone. Recently, a famous manager by the name of Bobby Cox passed away. And the only reason I'm mentioning Bobby Cox, and I'll get to that in a second here, is that he was the Braves manager for many, many years. The famous Braves run where they finished first place, I don't know how many times in a row. So why am I mentioning Bobby Cox on a Royals podcast? Well, I used to work out at the stadium in the visiting clubhouse for the Royals in the 80s. And my main job was to work inside, cleaning shoes, getting the food ready, that sort of thing. And they did allow me to be a bat boy a couple of times. And back in the 80s, Bobby Cox was the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays when I was working there. And Toronto wasn't very good at the time. That's probably why I got to pick Toronto. I had my choice between them and Seattle, and both of them were terrible at the time. But a lot of players out there were not very nice, let's just say. Ricky Henderson, Reggie Jackson, Willie Wilson, sorry to say a Royal, but that is true. But Bobby Cox was one of the nicest people I have ever experienced out there. And he couldn't have been nicer. I was scared to death, being a bat boy for the first time. A lot of the managers out there have various ways that they want the bat boy to stand, to sit, all those sort of things. Bobby Cox couldn't have been nicer. I just wanted to shout out a tribute to him. I know we don't have a lot of Braves fans listening to our podcast right now, but anyway, Bobby Cox was a great guy. I just wanted to say that. And that really surprises me because he is the all-time leading manager for being thrown out of a game, which makes no sense. He was thrown out 162 times when he was manager between the Blue Jays and the Braves. So anyway, that's all I have for this episode. We do have a potential episode tomorrow night, and I'd like to give a little brief about where our expert, Michael, will be coming to us tomorrow night. So if I can push the buttons right. Anyway, so this is a little short, little tease, we'll call it, if I can do this right. All right, let's try this. And here we go. So these are the Between the Fountains. We just had them installed in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I just gave it away right there. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow night we do hear from Michael. He's doing some exhaustive research for us out there in Vegas. And with that, thank you for listening. Have a good night. Bye-bye.